Hello, welcome to another video. So no rehearsal here. I just thought I'd put a few Casio watches on the table and show you them. So look, this one here is a Casio DBX-100. Now this is very rare watch. It's rare to find one of these watches, but to find it in its original box, DBX-100, and the manual is unbelievable. Not only that, let me start again. Not only original box and unused DBX-100. This is how it came. It still had the original battery in it, which I just changed. Well, I didn't just change it, I changed it a little while back, but no corrosion, nothing. I put it in and it fired up. The biggest problem with these watches are, and it's a chrome thing as well, but these are notorious, is the bleeding of the screen. So let me show you it. Look at the screen. So awful. Now this is in absolute pristine condition. Now I'll tell you what the problem is. So by the way, so the DBX is a very highly sought after watch, but the problem with, if you look for anything if you type in DBX on eBay 100, you will always find this keypad disintegrated. It just goes to mush as soon as you press the button. Just it's gone. And you got severe bleeding on the screen. Now because this one's been unused and kept in a humidifier, the buttons are perfect still, which is very unusual. Probably the only one I've seen, and I've been collecting for many years. This is the only one I've seen with the buttons that are original and still intact. It's an absolute shame about the bleeding of the screen. Absolute shame. I mean, if I can find another screen, I'm going to change it, but it's very rare to find another screen. Let me show you. Let me take out the box. Another thing as well, to get the manual for this is like very rare. I do like collecting my manuals, by the way. I've got a ton of them. Goodness me. With these boxes, there's a little clip here that clips underneath. So once it clips, doesn't come off unless you pull it down with some sort of plier thing. But let me show you, it's beautiful watch, and the corrosion on these suffer a lot of problems. That's why they are very unusual. So inside, so all this normally all corrodes around here, but this one is absolutely perfect. It's just an I mean, I am devastated with that screen. Awful, but it's absolutely beautiful watch. All works perfectly, and it's dot matrix screen, which Casio hardly. I mean, this is 1987, by the way, so this is the first, and I think it took them years later to have this dot matrix, and I think it was on a DBC, I think, on just scrolling on the top. But not many of the Casios in the 80s had this dot matrix. They may have had it on one line, but this is the whole screen is dot matrix. And you can control the contrast as well, make it darker and lighter. Yeah, you don't see these very often. You don't see these. And when you do see them, they're just terrible condition. I'll put it on my wrist and I'll show you what it looks like. And the angle of it, beautiful. It's perfect size, isn't it? Just see if I can do it up. If it's my size. Bit tight. There we go. No, I can't do it. Too tight without adjusting it. I don't want to adjust it though. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And let's look at the manual. This is rare on its own. Love rare watches. Yeah. 261 module. 1987 this came out. I've been looking for one of these for such a long time. Let's stick it back in his little box. Yeah, stunning, isn't it? When Casio made the chrome watches, they always had a bleed problem. If anyone knows why, let me know in the comments. But always problems. And the reason why I think the bleed is not too bad on this one is it never was on. It was never used. It still had the packaging tape around the screen, but I had to take it off because it was interfering all over here. Yeah, so once I get a screen, I'll do a proper video of it, and I'll show you all its features. But finding a screen is going to be very hard. Yeah, if you check DBX-100 on eBay or on Google, nearly everyone you see is either got a new pad, which is never going to be the same. I'll tell you what you're going to find. So the new pads that they come is flat, and you see these rigid lines here. Well, that's an actually groove, or these are grooves. They're actually buttons. But the new pads that they're printing off for this watch are just, these grooves are not really grooves, they're coloured to look like grooves, and they don't fit perfectly either. And there's one on eBay now saying not on eBay, on Etsy, saying that it's all original, and it's the keypad's original. It's not. It's from another watch. Oh, the shame about that screen. Another little unusual watch, but you don't see these very often. This is the CA60 with not a 437 module. It's an 481, I think. Yeah, 481. 10 digit calculator. It's nice, isn't it? You don't see this very often. This came out in 1983, 87, 83. I'll show you what else came out in 1983 was this. Not many of these around, these are. But all this is perfectly functional. This is, I actually forgot what it's called. Let's have a little zoom in together. A880. 203 medal. I mean, it doesn't do much, but I like it because it's old. Alarm. Dual time. Let's check the light. There it is. Don't forget, this 1983, so that's what, 41 years old, and everything is working, really good condition. Let's stick it back in its box. I've got another two here to show you. This one here, terrible condition, but the module was, so this, the batteries leaked on this severely. Inside was just green, seeping out these holes. So I took it all apart, right back down to the screen, the circuit board, took all the components out, cleaned every one of them individually, and then put it all back, and it's fired up good. I've got this one, and I've got a brand new one of this as well, C80. They made a C60, C70 I think, C90, and this one here. Not really done much with this, it's just been lying around. Keep looking at it. .262 DB51. The alarm works on it, but it's very faint. Yeah, I like to, because the module is really good on it. The back is okay, it is a bit of a clean up, but I like to see if I can get maybe a broken one, but the case is very good. I can just swap the module over. The module is the workings inside, the brain of the watch. Yeah, that's where we are, I'm afraid. I've got some unusual watches if you want to see them. Oh yeah, look. Oh no, you've already seen that one yesterday. What else have I got to show you? Oh yeah, what about, do you like, off topic, do you like this sort of stuff? This is a Seiko Kinetic. He's charging. There's another one here, let me show you. Let me get it off here and I'll show you my there's this one here, just stop it. It goes round. There's a Kinetic watch as well. I'm just charging this up because none of these have been used for a while. Is it working? The seconds. No. Doesn't need more charging. Yeah, that's it, I'm afraid. See you later.